Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. Hang on one moment. That's much better. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson, the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and it's wonderful to have you here with me this afternoon. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself or ask for any special requests for your healing. We're going to start things off with a beautiful crystal grid that I'm going to build exactly to all of your requests. If you are watching this in the replay, and this is a recording, hello from the past. I hope that you have a wonderful time, and I know that you will. You can, if you want to, skip right ahead to the sending of Reiki. It's usually about at the 1 hour mark, or where you see the lights begin to dim. And of course, if anyone would like more information about me, my live online Reiki certification courses, community Discord, crystal shop, and one-on-one distance healing sessions and tarot readings, check out learnreikiphiladelphia.com or the links in the description below, including the link to my email newsletter. So let's go ahead, dive in, and see what the grid is doing for us already. It's good to see you, Grace, T, and Jennifer. Good to see you. Awesome. Yes, happy Wednesday to you too. Absolutely. So let's see what we have going on. Increased sales because something's messed up with Etsy. Yeah, and by the way, everyone, there's something weird going on with YouTube right now. It's not showing me how many viewers there are, how many views there are, how long I've been live, all this stuff that's usually happening in the background. It's not coming through. So if for any reason I start to freeze up or if the connection drops or something, I'm really sorry, but it's probably on YouTube's end. So I'll do my best to keep everything going. So let's see. Definitely for increased sales, we can bring through some crystals for that. Let's do some citrine and some cinnabar. Cinnabar has long been considered the merchant stone. We're very careful with this one. The only true cinnabar in this specimen are these teeny little red dots. Those teeny little red dots are mercury. That's why it's very toxic. But yeah, this has been used for centuries and thought of as the stone that helps attract customers to a shop, in this case, an online shop. And we'll also bring in some citrine. This is financial abundance. It's money management. And it is great for balancing logic and intuition, as well as helping things like addictions, compulsions, and even nausea. So we'll go ahead and add some of that to our beautiful grid. This is natural citrine. It's this brownish orangey kind of color. There we go. And we'll get things started there. Awesome. And new beginnings, absolutely. There's a lot of good ones for that. Let's do some picture jasper and some tiger eyes, shall we? Tiger eye, wonderful for things like courage and big picture thinking. It's often considered the entrepreneur stone. It's definitely great at making big plans, especially for the future. Lots of big picture thinking, research, and study. It's also helpful to protect against jealousy and envy. And it's good at bolstering courage as well. So this is Tiger Eye. It's very energetically protective also. Helps us to see all of the working parts of the entire picture. So let's go ahead and do this. Picture jasper helps us to envision our future potential, get a good idea of what we want to see as we move on in life. So there we go. This is great for, again, seeing big picture. Much like Tiger Eye, it kind of gives you an opportunity to zoom out and see things from a distance. It's great at sort of taking everything into account and thinking about a future potential, as well as hidden fears. This is also great for moves abroad or coming across new cultures and opening up to that. So yeah, new ventures, whether that's a new adventure with work, a new adventure in your personal life, anything like that. So picture jasper. Also goes by desert jasper sometimes. There we go. Okay. And love reconnection. Let's do moonstone for that. Moonstone is great for connection with the lunar cycles and the cycles of nature in general, but it's also great for attracting love. It can help us to connect with the divine feminine, with ancient wisdom, and with older spiritual practices. It's wonderful for protection during travel, intuition, and letting go of patterns, like breaking up our old patterns that are holding us back. It can also help us kind of get used to waiting on divine timing, especially when divine timing is not aligned with our timing, which can be really frustrating. Moonstone's very helpful. Also great for any kind of moon magic, but this one is, we're bringing this in for romantic, calling in your love partner, which moonstone is superb for. There we go. So that can help us with calling in love. I'm also going to bring in rose quartz, which really helps us to open our hearts up even after a time of feeling kind of shut down or separate from others. Rose quartz helps us to open up to new energies. It helps to remind us that not all the energy around us is worse than things we've experienced or as bad as things we've experienced. It's consistent and just absolutely stable and loving. So it reminds us that there's better things in the universe. So this can help us to open up a little bit more. So I'm going to bring in both of those. Awesome. See, and what else do we have? Hey, Brindley, good to see you too. Yeah, Mercury is retrograding all over the place. It's true. This is like the most active Mercury retrograde shadow I've seen in a while. Okay, let's see. Focus, maintaining good habits, and serenity. Something to kick insomnia in the pants would be appreciated too. You got it. So let's see. Focus, maintaining good habits. Serenity. And what is the rest of the stone in the Cinnabar? It's a number of different stones. It's probably some quartz in there too. It's a lot of times there's secondary or there's just secondary stone. It's not necessarily known even. This is definitely a very soft stone. In this case, it's usually just whatever kind of stone might have been around that it was forming in. But yeah, this is definitely a very soft stone. It's hard to say specifically in this case. I'd have to kind of look into it, to be honest. The other one that I have is quartz and granite and cinnabar, but I'm not sure with that one. But good question. So for focus, we have rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz helps to focus the mind. It aids in the mind-body connection. It's also great for bringing up our stores of physical energy in our body, especially if we've been really run down. And it's thought to help folks get better more quickly. Also, these rutiles, these beautiful lines that are going through this quartz, it's thought to direct the energy exactly to where it's most needed. And in the case of cancer treatment, this has for decades been thought of as a beautiful gift for people with cancer, because the intention would be that it would help direct the healing that you would be getting to go exactly where it needs to go most. So rutilated quartz, we'll use that for focus, and also lots of love to Korakar's stepfather, who's currently battling cancer. Okay. For serenity, we have snowflake obsidian. This is great for organizing patterns that no longer serve and kind of moving them out. It helps to calm overstimulation. It enhances the mind-body-spirit balance, much like the rutilated quartz does. And it can help bring a sense of serenity, peace, and hope even after loss. So this is snowflake obsidian. And you had also asked maintaining good habits. So I'm going to bring in peridot. This helps to break up bad habits and cycles, but also when it comes to upholding the better cycles, this helps you to kind of shore up the friendships and the connections in your life that help you to be the best version of yourself. So I feel like this can help. It's also helpful for anger, jealousy, tummy trouble, as well as depression and even weight gain. So there is peridot. Whoop. And for insomnia, let's see. Labradorite. Amethyst is one of the stones that can help with sleep. It also helps with any kind of self-improvement. One, making it a little lighter on you. When we do any kind of self-improvement, it can be easy to sort of nitpick at ourselves and feel really bad about ourselves. This helps you feel better about like, hey, you're going in the right direction. Be nice and gentle on yourself. It's great for living up to your obligations and not taking on the obligations of others. It's also very helpful if you are in addiction and recovery. So we will bring this in. And also for better quality, this also helps better quality of sleep while we're talking about it. Amethyst can definitely aid with better sleep, as can labradorite. This stone also helps with research and study, and especially attention to fine detail and even finding errors. If it's like a needle in a haystack kind of situation, it's great for finding joy in travel, and it's also great for clairvoyance, which is intuitive sight. So we'll go ahead and put these together. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Protecting, okay, let's see, Brinley, protecting your body as it heals. Oh, that's so good. Let's start with hey, Blue Sky, good to see you. Let's bring in some Dumortierite, which can help with patience. So it can give you some patience to allow your body to heal. This also aids tidiness and helps us to work through anger, allows us to stand up for ourselves. It's also great for ligaments and tendons. So Dumortierite, this was a gift from Jennifer Vatsa, and you can find her crystal shop on Etsy by looking for Belladonna Botanicals. So Dumortierite, so that'll definitely help with the patience to let your body get better. I'm also going to bring in some shungite to aid in the tissue repair, the physical recovery. This also helps to clear your energy field and helps to release stress, emotional blocks, and can help you with dealing with physical pain as well. It's also helpful for even emotional pain, but yeah, this is shungite. Let's see. Oh, the kitties are here. I've got... Hey, how you doing, Hattie? Back at ya. Want to say hi? Want to ride the elevator? Little Hattie butt. Yeah, Hattie, you want to hang out on my lap or you want to go back with your sis? Take your time deciding. I'll be here. She's always got a purr. She's always got a purr. Ah, gotcha. So Chris has some requests. We've got amethyst we already have, peridot we have, labradorite we have, rutilated we have. Let's grab some other ones here. So iolite, herkimer, sapphire. Iolite's another one that can help with better quality of sleep, especially if you have a hard time grounding enough to sleep. It also helps with envisioning spiritual connection and clairvoyance, especially if you're doing any kind of shamanic work or any kind of spiritual work where that's needed. It's also helpful with weight loss, fever, and even making better decisions with money. So that is iolite. Sapphire is great for channeling and connecting to spirit, getting messages that we can translate for others with this. It's also great for speedy justice. It's thought to protect and support the thyroid as well as the ears and eyes, and helps us to better connect to our angelic support systems. So that is sapphire. I'll put that right on top of, well, we'll put it right in front of the moonstone. And herkimer helps us to be in the present moment, while also manifesting and thinking about the future. This helps us to request things from the universe with the intention and understanding that we want what we're asking for to impact everyone it touches in the most optimal and uplifting way. It's also helpful for harmonizing energies and bringing a sense of balance overall. It's also helpful for intuition and metabolism as well. So that is Herkimer. Let's bring these in. Okay, so that is Herkimer diamond. These come from Herkimer, New York. Yep, that's Sweet Hattie. Yes, and her pearls do charge the stones, absolutely. Blue kyanite, aragonite. Got rose quartz, carnelian, pyrite, and pink tourmaline. Pyrite can help your body make the most of a Reiki session. It's also great for the lungs, so that's a good thing, as well as the brain and memory, fever, and is very protective while also helping you to open your intuitive abilities. So if you feel like you're having trouble, or it feels like a mixed message to say, yes, I do want to hear things, but not all of that, this is a stone that can help you. So here we go. Blue kyanite aids with self-acceptance and understanding any kind of spiritual messages that might be coming through for you. It's one that can also help with certain neurological conditions. It's thought to be supportive of any kind of neurological condition that impacts mobility or speech. So we'll bring this in. So that's blue kyanite. Pink tourmaline helps migraine and neuralgia, as well as anything having to do with the hormones for anyone. But especially when it comes to women, it is very helpful for any kind of gynecological issues from painful periods on up. So also great for developing a better self-image, and it's thought to be helpful for spinal cord injuries. Aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. This is actually two different types of calcite. The blue works with the soul star and the crown. The soul star chakra has to do with, it's where we envision the highest potential that we currently have. And so it helps us connect to that. The aragonite, which is the brown, helps connect with our earth star chakra, which is where we kind of put our legs under us and go through the actions of actualizing our best life and going after our soul's purpose, getting things done. So it's like the practical application. So it's the most high vibrational and the most mundane, the most spiritual and most mundane versions of attaining your soul's purpose. So I'm going to bring those in. Maybe we'll do, And carnelian is great for relationships and really relationships with everyone. This really works with the sacral chakra. This is how we connect with the world around us, how we really relate to society and everyone and everything around us. It's also very much the area of sex, sexuality, sexual function and dysfunction, and fertility, as well as attracting a partner and even wound healing. So it's a really powerful stone. Creativity as well here. Oh, and now we have a a Gertie. Oh, you're making biscuits? Oh, well, I don't want to disturb you then. Aw, you're making biscuits. You need that dough. Yeah. She brought some purrs for you too. Good job. Okay. So that is Gertie. So those are both cats. So yeah, so let's bring in this carnelian. I often use this alongside sodalite when I want to bring about creativity for folks, because this helps the chakra of creativity, and then sodalite can jump on in and help with the expression of that creativity, and they work well together. You just keep on purring, lady. Celestite and Numite, you got it. Celestite. Oh, those are some extra loud purrs today. Oh, we're lucky. So Numite is mined in Greenland and only for a few months of the year, like 3 or 4 months a year. And you can see there's some gold flashing in that black. And that is where it really brings us in. So Numite is this sort of dark, rich black. It's very protective. Many folks even use Numite to place near their tarot cards and things to keep the energy clear. And Numite is great for doing any kind of shadow work where we want to, like while we're doing that digging, feeling some inspiration from spirit. That's what those flashes of gold are thought to embody. It's also great in general for protection, as well as it's one that can be worn, carried, or placed anywhere that you want to keep the energy clear. But it's also it helps to take our spiritual guidance and make it a little bit more actionable. So it's one that we would see as like maybe Earth Star kind of related, but it definitely helps take our intentions and grounds them into physical action. So we'll bring in some Numite. Yeah, you gonna let me put down Numite? Numite can be a little hard to find. I do have a bunch in my crystal shop right now. In fact, these are the same as the ones in my crystal shop. Just beautiful raw pieces. And Celestite helps us to connect with our angels and our higher self and our spirit guides. It's a very high vibrational stone. It also helps us with discerning our thoughts from our fears. So if we're having a sense of fear, it's like, is this like a logical fear, or is this like, am I just freaking out? What's going on? It helps us figure that out. It's also great for helping us to deal with physical pain. It kind of lifts our body up a little bit, so our experience of pain is a little bit diminished. So I love this for working with the angels. Anyone that works with an angelic type of energy healing, like integrated energy therapy like I do, this is a great stone to work into your routine. Let's put that on top of the moonstone. that really helps with connecting with our angels and spiritual guidance and wisdom. Support to find the best career that is a solid, energetic match for you. Okay, let's see. I really love Chrysocolla for that. It has a lot to do with making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good. So a lot of times this helps unveil it. Hi. Okay. Chrysocolla is mined near turquoise and azurite, which is usually very close to copper. So it looks like that patina kind of color. Also going to bring in lapis. This helps with career mobility, moving up the ladder. So wherever you do choose to kind of sink your teeth in, hopefully it'll go nice and easy. This is also great for the inner ears, so vertigo as well as hearing loss, as well as everything that has to do with good, honest, open communication, good integrity, good follow through on what you say you're going to do. It helps with taking responsibility for yourself, as well as it helps disorganization, and it can aid pain and inflammation. So I'll bring that in. So lapis. There we go. Last one. There we go. And I also feel like some tourmalinated quartz could be really helpful. That's a great one for finding new jobs, new ways of creating and earning. Also helps break up scar tissue, whether it's in the body, on the body, or in the emotions. So that's tourmalinated quartz. So that's clear quartz with black tourmaline running through it. Black tourmaline helps to dispel or rejects lower energy. Going through quartz like this, it's thought to break up stagnant energy. So any kind of stuck older energy that you have, whether it's attached to trauma from earlier in this life or childhood stuff, patterns that you've had that aren't helping you. It's also thought to help with, like I said, finding new streams of revenue, whether it's a new job and a new career or something like a side hustle, a side gig, something along those lines. It's also really great for protection during travel, especially by car. So, and grounding and releasing nervous energy. Gertie cannot wait for me to sit still and just send the Reiki. Yeah, you can. You're so welcome. Let's see. And support for lower chakras. Help balance the physical body when daily life brings dizziness. You got it. Okay, so good grounding. Yesterday we mentioned red jasper. It's like my favorite grounding stone, and it helps with a lot of that. This is great for empowerment, psychic and spiritual protection, grounding, and the root chakra. It's also great for emotional support, especially if it's something like a long ongoing health issue that's leading to, deterioration of mental health and making you feel quite depressed. This can be helpful. It's really just a great stone in general for helping you feel like you have some legs to stand on, feeling like you are more connected with Earth and with what you need to do here for your basic needs, and for feeling more protected and actually being more protected. It's a very protective stone. So we'll bring this in. So that's red jasper. Let's do this actually. And sacral we have covered with the carnelian, but I also want to bring in let's bring in some hematite. Perfect for grounding. It's nice and physically heavy, and this has been used at, this is a stone that appears in the Bible. Like, it's been used forever for healing. It's got a high iron content, which gives it that kind of reddish hits there. Also, it gives it its weight and makes it so heavy. It's been thought for quite a long time that hematite helps to clear the energy of the body. If you look at the older literature, it says it clears the blood, and it's thought of as like hema being the prefix for blood. It's thought to be connected with the blood and the energy that moves in the blood, helping connect our energy that we're letting go of, returning it to the earth so it can be recycled and transmuted. So this can help with grounding for sure. So hematite. And let's see. Black onyx can also be really, really grounding. I love it for that. It's also an excellent stone for grief, and there's definitely been some people hanging out in the background that have reached out to me privately and said, hey, can you put in some stones for me for grief? Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, black onyx, this is great for grief, grounding fear, anxiety, and self-doubt. This is one that can help boost your self-esteem and help you feel a little bit more connected to not only the spirit realm, but connected to the earth in general. This is also protective against certain individuals, like those that might play mind games or things like that. And it helps to establish a connection to our ancestors and even to deceased loved ones. Oftentimes we'll see effigies made of, that stand in for loved ones or ancestors on an altar that are made of onyx, and this is why. It's quite good for it. So yeah, protection, and helps to heal grief as well. Hey Lisa, how are you? I hope you are well. Let's go ahead and I will add in aventurine, because who has the eye issue? This is eyes, heart rhythms, and expanding our vision of our soul's potential. I love working with aventurine. It can really boost us to see a broader version of ourselves. Like when we really have kind of browbeaten ourselves or been browbeaten by others, we can really see a more beautiful future for ourselves, where we are greater than we think we are. But yeah, this is also great for fertility and even learning new things like computer skills. It's also often recommended for allergies too. So we'll bring this in. And so last call for requests, everyone. And let's see what else we might want to add. Well, tomorrow we're very close actually to the new moon in Aries that is also part of a solar eclipse, which is later today, early tomorrow, depends kind of where in the world you actually reside to be when this energy will be hitting you. It's intense. Eclipses are always intense energy, but that doesn't necessarily mean like the worst energy or like Chicken Little kind of stuff, but it's definitely intense. Oh, I'm good, thank you. Garnet, you got it. But yeah, so that intense energy can leave those of us who struggle with being grounded struggling even a little bit more. It tends to be the time where like a lot of truth comes out and sort of things hit the fan a little bit. It's, sometimes that needs to happen though. So in times of the ancients, the eclipses were usually seen as like a bad omen, as like a leader or a king would fall. And of course, way back when, we were only aware of the eclipses we could see. But yeah, so that's something that people often equate with, a solar eclipse is like the leader of a nation may fall. Like that's an old time understanding. But it can just also be a lot of energy shifting at once and sort of like things that have been hidden kind of coming out. So yeah, have fun watching the news tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be interesting, as it always is. Yeah, and then come back for some Reiki because you'll need it. But yeah, so this is Garnet. Garnet's great for courage. It's great for creativity, organization, and practicality. Using your energy in the most practical way, helping you to find the best way to get things done, not necessarily the way it's always been done, but the most effective way to get things done. It's a great stone for organization and how you run a business, how you run your life or run a household. This can be a lovely stone for anything like that. It's a very Capricorn stone. Ah, gotcha. So just adding in this garnet behind the Herkimer. So your mom had fatigue, vertigo, and a migraine. Yeah, definitely can help with that. So fatigue, we have rutilated quartz that is excellent for that, and that's right here and here. For vertigo, we have lapis. Lapis is here, kind of sprinkled throughout. That's great for vertigo and anything inner ear. We also have migraine. Yeah, we have pink tourmaline to help with migraine. And achy neck, so you seem to be fighting something. Rutilated quartz is thought to help ward off illness, and shungite can help kind of clear your body to some extent. Let's see what else though. Let's do moss agate. This is one that can help with any kind of illness or infection that's spreading through the body. It's also great for connecting with nature, with exploring fears of the unknown, especially if you feel really stuck. It's great for any kind of inner child work or higher self type work, as well as just feeling connected to spirit and the sense of unconditional love. So this is moss agate. So I hope that that's helpful. And as far as fire opal, fire quartz, yes. Yep, so fire opal. Opal is sacred to the shaman, and it pretty much always has been. It's seen to give protection by obscuring your identity when you're around spiritual entities that are not great. Like if you're doing any kind of healing work and negative energy is nearby, it won't necessarily see you. So it's often used for and by healers. And we have fire quartz, and it's a little hard to see this one, but you can see the red kind of, there we go. You can see the red inclusions a little bit. Fire quartz is great for giving us a burst of energy, especially in alignment with our soul's purpose and with our future momentum and things, especially this particular piece, which has these very defined quartz points in it. It's like taking that fiery energy and sending it to help you exactly down the path you're most aligned with in your life's purpose. So let's go ahead and put all of those together. So let's do Cinnabar, fire quartz, and fire opal. Okay, awesome. So I think we are groovy. Yeah, so let's do a quick vote. I will grab a couple of stones that I think would be of excellent help for us today. Y'all will vote on them while I quickly describe what Reiki is and a little of how it works, and then we're going to get into the healing. So give me a moment to see what would be an awesome fit for all of today's intentions. Just give me one moment. So I feel like the first one I want to suggest is one that I brought out last night just on intuition and a little bit of request. The energy of this solar eclipse tomorrow is chaotic, to say the least, and fluorite has great energy for helping us through chaotic anything. So fluorite in general. So here is my larger piece of fluorite. We could use that, or we could use naturally formed octahedrons like this. Definitely helping ground that chaotic energy and help bring in some relaxation on top of it. And the other I have, because I feel like there's a lot of like new energy kind of coming in, is orange sunstone, because this goes really well with adventuring. This helps us to remind ourselves we did not come here to play small, and it helps us to set a much higher version of ourselves that's not necessarily limited by all of the ways that we see ourselves. So this helps us to unlimit the way that we see our future potential. So orange sunstone. So go ahead and vote for fluorite or orange sunstone. You're not limited to just one vote. Hint, hint. Absolutely. And I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is, and then we'll dive into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I've been teaching Usui Reiki for about 14 years. If you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification courses, community Discord, crystal shop, or one-on-one healing sessions and tarot readings, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com or check out the links in the description. So Usui Reiki is named after Mikao Usui, the founder of this particular method and set of techniques. And he created this particular method in early 1920s Japan, which really required that it be maybe really spiritual, but at the same time very secular, given a lot of factors going on in Japan at the time. And this is, I feel like, why it's such a popular style in the West, in that it is very secular and very spiritual. But at the same time, what is the concept of energy at the foundation of this? It's the concept that we see in Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everything has a soul. Everything. You, me, the trees, the ground, the earth, the animals, everything has a soul. And within all of these souls, there is an interlinkage, an interconnectedness that we all share in, and several other spiritual forces that are available to us within that interconnection. One of which is a spiritually guided soul or life energy, and that's roughly what Reiki means. So this particular energy is available to everyone and everything, everywhere, all the time, and we're working with it all the time. Much like how we're mostly made of water, but we don't really think of it, and our body is constantly using all of the water we drink to do everything it does, but yet we don't have to focus on that all day long. Our body just knows. It's very similar with Reiki. Our body, mind, and spirit work with this Reiki energy all day long, without our awareness and without us having to set any intentions around it, though we always can. Essentially what I'll be doing today using Usui's techniques is connecting with that energy and directing more of it to you when and wherever you happen to be watching this, so that you can invite it into your body and allow your body, mind, and spirit to use it to your best, highest good. And what do you need to do on your end? Nothing. I usually suggest that you find the most comfortable place you can be, whether it's sitting up, laying down, totally up to you. But this time is all about you. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You don't have to focus on anything. In fact, you can go right ahead and take a nap. You can cover your eyes, you can sit still, or you can move around. Some folks use this time to stretch out or journal or even drop a few cards for themselves. It's really up to you. I will connect to that energy and send it to you in support of your greatest, highest good for 25 minutes, during which I will turn the music all the way up, and you'll be able to, if you want to learn more about our musical creator, all the way at the bottom of the description, you'll be able to find a link to her channel. And I will also turn the lights down. They will move slowly and gently through several different colors, but at no point will it flash or strobe. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body, and at that point, I'll reopen the chat so you can ask any questions you might have or share any experiences that you feel like you want to share. At that point, we'll kind of call it a day, and then I am here 5 times a week if you want some more healing energy. And that's live 5 times a week, same days, same times. If ever you do want some Reiki and I'm not live, you can always go ahead and check out the past healing live streams, because Reiki will connect to you no matter where you are and no matter when you are. So whenever you're watching this video, this session is here for you. And for those of you who are here live, you can always go ahead and enjoy that healing from our past live stream videos anytime that you feel a need for it. There's almost 300 videos in there now for you to enjoy. You can just pick one out by the picture of the crystal grid. The one that feels best for you is the right one. So let's go ahead over, see what won that vote, finish up the crystal grid, and then we'll all just relax wherever we happen to be, get cozy, and I will send this healing to you wherever you are. Let's see. Ooh, we've got a vote for fluorite. Vote for bothity both. Yeah, I'm always a bothity both person. Yeah, let's go with bothity both. Let's do... Let's put orange, and a couple of small fluorites. Lisa, both. Nice, I agree. Both. Let's do... Oh, making messes. Yeah. So plenty of fluorite, plenty of orange sunstone, plenty of everything else that everyone requested. So everyone enjoy your healing session. You don't have to do anything. Oh, Gertie, where are you going? We're just about to get to the fun part. Go cuddle your sis. Oh, you're going to cuddle your sister during Reiki. That seems lovely. Okay. Okay, so everybody go ahead, get nice and cozy, enjoy your session, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to slowly come back. Take a deep breath in and out at your own pace. If you need, you can gently move or stretch, wiggle your fingers and toes. Thank you all so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege, as always, to share this healing with all of you. Patty, thank you so much for joining us. It's wonderful to see you. There we go. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop it in the chat. And just a heads up to everyone here, if you're not already on my email list and you've been having any thoughts about taking a Reiki class, definitely sign up for that email list, because within the next week there's going to be, I'll be announcing the summer schedule, and I'll be extending a special discount to everyone on the email list. So definitely do that. Oh, I'm really glad, T. Yeah, this was a really great grid. This was definitely the grid of the day. Oh, Vincent, good to see you. Big yawn. Sorry about that. I hope all of you have a beautiful rest of the day. And tomorrow is Thursday. Remember, it's going to be a solar eclipse, new moon in Aries. So the energy is just going to be intense, but it's okay. Just be as gentle as you can be with yourself. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad you liked it. Yeah, and there's, for when you enjoy the replay, there's cameos by both kitties and their purrs. So you'll enjoy that for sure. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. It means so much. If you could hit the like button on the way out, I deeply appreciate it. And of course, if you haven't already, consider subscribing with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. So thank you so much, everyone. I am going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude, as I've got a Reiki class to lead momentarily. Thank you, T. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Good to see you as always. Patty, Lisa, Blue Sky, Brindley, Grace, everybody, I hope you have a beautiful couple of days. I will see you back here on Friday at either 4 or 8 p.m. or both if you're so inclined, and I look forward to it. So have a beautiful rest of your week. I'll see you soon, and bye for now.